It was Marcus Hobson who said that what if Jesus was a facade? Then that will mean the government is God. I have always maintained the position that the government is God. And here is why I say so. There's a story of Allah's intervention in the victory of Badr, where Allah intervened, helping the Muslims defeat their oppositions. The Muslims were known to be around 334 in the numbers, while their oppositions were over 1,000 with their finest of men. But yet the Muslims came out victorious in a matter of hours. That is actually a very great thing, that Allah intervened and helped them achieve that victory. But today we have the Palestinians being killed in large numbers, some of which are faithful Muslims. And then also in Rohingya, we have lots of them passing through persecution, lots of faithful Muslims. Now the question I ask is, why has Allah not intervened in their matter? Why is he watching them die and suffer? I read about Yahweh's intervention or Jehovah's intervention, where he delivered the Jews out of the torturous hands of Pharaoh. But today, here we are, 1939 to 1945. If you read the story of the Second World War, you will find out that over 6 million Jews were persecuted. Over 6 million Jews were persecuted by the atrocious Nazi regime headed by Adolf Hitler. But what? Jehovah did not deliver them from such. And yes, they suffered and a lot of them died. Now another one again is the African gods, of whom I've oftentimes heard that they are powerful and have done exploits. But when you read about the story of colonialism, you would wonder that on the eve of colonialism, when the white men stormed the African continent, they came with their maxims and they killed the hell out of our ancestors. Why didn't the African gods help us? Why did they let our ancestors die and suffer like that? I mean, for almost 100 years under colonial era, and they did not choose to find a single day to save us. When you look at African history, 1872 Ijebu expedition, the white men killed the hell out of the Yoruba people. Doesn't make me feel good. These stories are stories that I do not like to even think about. If you look at King Leopold's atrocious happenings in the Congo area during the colonial era, millions of people were amputated, killed, raped, but none of the African gods helped us. None. None of them helped us. None of the Christian gods helped us. None of the Muslim gods helped us. None of the gods helped us. Now where does that leave me? It leaves me now to say that probably there is no God anywhere, and we have been duped into believing that there is a celestial being somewhere. But what? The real gods are here with us, mortal gods, wearing suit and ties, wielding pens and paper. But no, we would not like to see them like that. I mean, take a look at them. Take a look around. They are the one who decide who dies and who lives, who suffers and who prospers. All of our prayer requests falls on deaf ears, for it is the government that has the power to fulfill those prayer requests, but they do not at all. Now we think maybe these people actually are believers, but I am of the opinion that all politicians are atheists disguised as theists. When do we only see them? During elections. They come, they visit our religious centers and demand our votes, and after they secure the votes, we get nothing from them. It is up to us to see and understand and see these things, although we have been told that the religion and state are separate. But if we look deeper, we know that they are not separate. They work hand in hand. Like siblings, they work hand in hand. And while one exploits us, the other one distracts us. Because when the government misuses its position, instead of our religions to point us, or point us to them, or point the government out, what they do is they tell us the devil is the cause of the problem. But who has ever seen the devil? I have never seen the devil, and I do not think anyone has seen the devil. For all the images that we have been shown from a tender age are just mere fiction. And so we are often told the devil is the cause of our problem. And for me, I believe the devil is innocent of all of the crimes that he has been accused of. For the real people who are the cause of our problems are the government, but they fail to adhere to our hearings. Now, what would we do? Would we continue to pray to God? Pastor Danjuma Godwin Kwabe said that here in Africa, what we do is we elect leaders and then demand governance from God. Why? Napoleon Bonaparte said, religion is the only reason why the masses are yet to lynch the politicians. Can you agree or can you disagree? It's difficult to disagree with such a statement. Karl Marx even said religion is the opium of the masses. It was even Will Durant that said, wherever there is hungry, there will be gods, because it is only the hungry people that the story of religion appeals to. How many rich people give a fuck about religion? Now the point to me is this. I am just here trying to point us to the very obvious. The government is God, and they are the ones who answer our prayers or deny them. So now that we know who the real gods are, would we root them out and replace them, or choose to bow to them? The choice is yours. Maybe if we now agree who the common enemy is, we can now begin to find a solution. I still maintain that the government is God. But if you have a contrary opinion to mine with an incontrovertible evidence, I am sure here to listen. Thank you